Hello students, welcome back to MathFace Java programming tutorials. So far we've taken input using scanner class. In this video, I'll discuss how to take input using BufferedReader class. Let us see the contents. Library classes we revise once, and then introduction to BufferedReader class, important methods of BufferedReader class, reading numbers with the help of wrapper classes and BufferedReader class, and then practice exercise. We've seen java.lang package, which is automatically included or imported. Now java.lang package by default has many library classes: system, string, math, all wrapper classes like byte, short, integer, long, float, double, character, and boolean. 8 wrapper classes. All these classes are defined in java.lang package. We know the important methods of system class that are print and println. And there are three objects actually: in, out, and ERR objects which are defined in system class. And print and println are used to display output, and each and every program gives output, so we need to use either print or println methods. String class has many static as well as instance methods, for example, to uppercase, replace, etc. We've discussed string class from lessons 59 to 71. And another library class in java.lang is math class, square root, power, etc. Lesson 30 discusses math class methods. Now wrapper classes, parse in, parse double, parse float, many other functions. Lessons 72 to 74 I have discussed. Then the other package is java.util. We have already learned scanner class from that. And other library classes are date, calendar, etc. Scanner class takes input, next in, next line, next float, next double, etc. are the methods. And this scanner class we have used to take input so far, and I have discussed scanner class in lesson 15. Now, another package, java.io, input output, we are going to discuss in this particular video. Java.io has several library classes. 3 important library classes which will be discussed in this video are BufferedReader, Input Stream Reader, IO exception. And there is another one, File Reader. In the coming videos, I'll explain. Now, with the combination of BufferedReader and Input Stream Reader, we take input from the keyboard. Combination of BufferedReader, Input Stream Reader. In Java, classes have capital letters for each word. For example, BufferedReader, 2 words, so B and R are capitals. Input Stream Reader, 3 words, I, S, R are in capitals. Now, BufferedReader has very important methods, read and readLine. These methods may result in exception. So, IO exception class must be used along with BufferedReader and Input Stream Reader in order to take input from the keyboard. Now let's see one by one. BufferedReader class takes input, and input can be taken from either keyboard or a file. InputStreamReader class acts like a bridge between the keyboard, whatever comes from keyboard, that is input, and BufferedReader class. What is it? InputStreamReader is the bridge between keyboard input and BufferedReader class. Why? Because this class, InputStreamReader class, reads data as bytes. From keyboard only signals come. That is 8 bits, that is 1 byte, or 16 bits, that means 2 bytes of data. According to Unicode, 1 character is equal to 16 bits. So 16 bits of data comes in, and InputStreamReader, all these bits, it decodes into characters. Decodes into characters using a specified character set like Unicode, ASCII character sets. So InputStreamReader class is very important because it takes data as bytes or bits and decodes into characters. That means it converts byte streams, collection of bytes, collection of bits, to character stream. Now, one character at a time it takes, because either 8 bits or 16 bits it takes. Now, BufferedReader class reads text from InputStream class. InputStream class takes one character and gives to BufferedReader. Second, BufferedReader. Third, BufferedReader. Buffers means collects. So BufferedReader class takes input from InputStreamReader class and buffers the characters so that it provides efficient reading of characters, arrays, lines. Lines means strings. So InputStreamReader is the bridge between the signals sent by keyboard and BufferedReader class. What does it do? It takes the 16 bits of data or 8 bits of data, decodes them into characters using the character set, ASCII, etc. And then BufferedReader buffers each character sent by InputStreamReader class. How do we use this? InputStreamReader is a class. We create an object, let's say IN, InputStreamReader in. We know how to create an object. Class name followed by object name equals to new class name, and pass any parameters to the constructor. So here InputStreamReader IN is equal to new InputStreamReader system.in is the parameter. System is a class in java.lang. In is an object. System.in refers to keyboard. So from keyboard, it takes the byte stream and converts into character stream. Now, what does BufferedReader do? Takes input from InputStreamReader and collects them, buffers them. So BufferedReader BR is equal to new BufferedReader. We pass in object. That means whatever is coming from InputStreamReader is buffered and stored in BR object. In other words, we can write like this also. BufferedReader BR is equal to new BufferedReader. In place of in object, we can directly write new InputStreamReader system.in as a parameter to BufferedReader. So instead of 2 lines, we write only 1 line. Just this much we need to remember. then writing program is very easy. What is it? BufferedReader, BR equals to new BufferedReader, within brackets, parameter is new input stream reader, and for the class input stream reader, another parameter system.in, so two parentheses closed and semicolon. So the entire program, starting of the program should be like this. Because BufferedReader and InputStreamReader are two classes we have in java.io, so we import the package java.io dot star asterisk sign, because more than one class. In scanner, what we have done? Import java.util.scanner we have written, because only one class is involved. Here, three classes. What are they? BufferedReader, InputStreamReader, and IO exception classes. So we say import java.io.asterisk sign, all the classes I want. After that, class some average marks, public static void main string args ar, whatever it may be. Throws IO exception, very important. Whichever method uses BufferedReader class must use the statement throws IO exception. So public static void main method is using BufferedReader class. So before starting the curly brace, we write throws IO exception. We will understand this in the next slide. So starting of the program is import java.io.start, some class, public static void main string args throws IO exception, whichever method. It can be ABC method, XYZ method. If that method uses BufferedReader, immediately we have to write throws IO exception along with the method. And then BufferedReader BR is equal to new BufferedReader, new input stream reader system.in, our good old line. And then rest of the program, end of the method. Now let's see important methods of BufferedReader class. This class buffers the characters which are read from either keyboard or file. Either keyboard or file. Import java.io.star, we know that. Then BufferedReader statement. After that, we may use two methods, read or readLine. Both the methods are instance methods. Let's understand read method, which returns integer by default. What does it do? It reads Unicode value of one character. Read reads one character. And it is an instance method. So we need to use with the help of object of BufferedReader class. What is the object name? BR. So BR.read reads the Unicode value. Let's suppose I give capital A, then it reads 65. But I want as a character, then I use typecasting. That is char br.read should be stored in ch variable of character data type. Reads one characters, that too Unicode value. But I am typecasting here to read one character. Then the second method is readLine. This is also instance method. So with the help of object of BufferedReader class. So br.readLine reads strings or till the end of the line, that is enter sign. Till the enter sign, it keeps on reading all the characters with the help of input stream reader. So input stream reader takes one character, gives to BufferedReader. Then second character gives to buffered reader. That buffered reader is buffering. Till the end of the line it reads. So string S2 is equal to br.readLine. These are the two important methods. But this class, first of all, a line is terminated with \n or carriage return, that is for printer. Second thing is very important, in case of any input or output related error, both the methods, what are the read and readLine, throw input output exception. Exception means runtime error, which will be handled by IO exception class. That's why in the previous video we said throws IO exception. There might be an exception which should be caught. That's what we are telling. So this is about buffered reader class. Where is buffered reader class? In IO package. So we import. Then we take, with the help of input stream reader class, we take the input in some object. What are the methods used? Read and readLine. Read reads Unicode value, that too one character at a time. ReadLine reads strings. Now reading numbers. Now we understood how to read a character, how to read strings. But what if we want to read numbers? In scanner class, we had next int, next float, next double kind of methods. But here what do we do? So first of all, import java.io.star, buffered reader already declared. And we want to read a number. Reading numbers would be with the help of wrapper classes. For example, first example, string s is equal to br.readLine. We are expecting a number, but that is read as double quotes number. That is 48 is entered, let's assume. Double quotes 48 will be stored in S object of string class, built-in class, which is string class is there in java.lang. Now how to convert integer.parseInt and pass this S as an argument? Integer wrapper class. ParseInt is a method which will convert whatever is there in S string as integer and stores 48 in int A. Or we can use like this. Directly we can say int A is equal to integer.parseInt and pass br.readLine as a parameter. Direct, no need of S. Whatever comes from br.readLine, give it to integer.parseInt method, which will convert that string into int primitive type. So 48 will be stored in A. Similarly, another wrapper class method, parse float, which is defined in float wrapper class. So string s1 is equal to br.readLine, some 5.5 we have given. Then float b equals to float.parseFloat, pass s1 as an argument. Or directly float b is equal to float.parseFloat, br.readLine. 5.5 will be read to float b. B will store 5.5. Similarly, double.parseDouble. So string s2 is equal to br.readLine. Some 3.9 is the input, but read as string. Now we are converting double, some c equals to double.parseDouble s2. Double.parseDouble s2 we send as a parameter. Now it converts into 3.9, not in double quotes. The difference between a string and an integer is string cannot participate in calculations, whereas integers can be added, multiplied, any arithmetic operation we can perform. That's why we are using wrapper class methods to convert strings to integers or floating point numbers. Similarly, we can use double C is equal to double dot parse double directly br dot readLine. So 3.9 would be stored if user enters 3.9. In lesson 73, I have discussed all these methods: integer dot parse int, float dot parse float, double dot parse double, and so on and so forth. Now let's see a Java program followed by practice exercise. Okay, let's write a program from scratch using BufferedReader class. Input using BufferedReader class with the help of wrapper class methods, which are discussed in lesson 70, and I have given in the description box the lesson 70 link. Write a program to read name, marks in 3 subjects, and grade from user and display the same. This is the problem statement. Name means string. Marks in 3 subjects, let's take one is int, second one is float, third one is double. We are just learning how to take input. And grade is one character, either A, B, C, D grades. So the problem statement: import IO package, declare a class, main method with throws IO exception. So import java.io.star because asterisk, because we need several classes. Then class input BufferedReader, let's suppose buffered, and inside which we will write public static void main string args or ar, anything is okay, but throws IO exception. Throws IO exception. We will understand this also in the program. Throws IO exception and start the method. So import java.io.start some class public static void main, and throws IO exception is the extra one. Now what we want to do? According to the problem statement, we want to declare an object of BufferedReader class, display message what must be the input, read the input, display the output. Then read and readLine, I'll tell you the difference little later. Now declare an object. There are two ways. First we will declare input stream reader, then BufferedReader separately, or BufferedReader input stream reader together. First let's see input stream reader in is equal to new input stream reader, which takes input from system.in. This is the parameter for the constructor. After this, we take buffered reader br is equal to new buffered reader in whatever is there in this object, one by one buffers. Control K, no errors. Or we can use Control C, there will be an error, we will modify. Then either this way or collectively, like we copy new input stream reader system dot in, control C. In place of in object, we use this entire statement. Control K, no errors, means object BR is created. It is taking input from input stream reader, and input stream reader is reading bytes from system.in from keyboard and converting into characters and giving it to buffered reader. Buffered reader is buffering characters. Even if we give one character, let's assume A grade, A, and press enter, immediately new line character, two characters are there. Slash n is a character, please understand. Now, after that, we display messages. What do we want? Name and marks in three subjects and grade should be entered by user. So system.out.println this message, enter name, marks in three subjects and grade. Control C, enter name, marks in three subjects and grade. That's what is the message. Then when we give this message, we are supposed to read name, which is a string. For string, we need br.readLine. Br is an object. It can be AR, X, Y, Z, but X.readLine. If it is Y, Y.readLine. If it is BR, BR.readLine. And marks in three subjects. Read reads one character, readLine reads a string, but converting into int would be integer.parseInt, float would be float.parseFloat, double would be double.parseDouble. So first we take input, that is string name equals to br.readLine, which is reading one line and storing in name. Internally buffering all the characters. Let's suppose we have given Java. Java will be buffered and name will be getting br.readLine. Once if we read, nothing is there because till the end of n/n, new line character, everything is read. After that, we need marks in three subjects. So, int marks1 is equal to integer dot parse int br dot read line. Read line is a method. First word is lowercase, second word onwards, each word's first letter is capital. ParseInt is a method. Parse is in lowercase, I capital int. But class name integer, I capital. Buffered reader, B and R capital. Input stream reader, ISR capital. These are all classes. IO exception, input output exception. So three words, so IOE are capitals. Now first one we've read, that is M1. Then we say int M2 is equal to float number we want to take. So float is the wrapper class. Parse float is the method br.readLine. A method inside the method. br.readLine is a method which is called from parse float method. Similarly, br.incompatible parse float. float. We are reading parse float. That's why it was giving error. The third one is double. M3 is equal to double dot parse double br dot readLine. So successfully taken string int float double. Now we need to read grade, that is character type. So char g is equal to br.read, but I have already told you it takes Unicode value, so typecasting br.read. Control K, no errors so far. Now we need to display the output. System.out.println name is name plus, what is the variable name? Name only, plus we give /n and then marks1 m1, we write m1 plus m1 only. Then let's copy this. This is m2, variable is m2, m3, m3. So far 4 variables are displayed. Then we say grade is G. So grade and then G. So we've taken input and then displayed output using BufferedReader class. This is the message. String is read, br.readLine directly. If it is int, then integer.parse br.readLine. Float dot br.readline. Double dot parse double br.readline, and br.read character. Control K and execute the program and see the output. Enter name, marks. Let's suppose ABC is the name. Marks are 3, 4, 5 and grade is A. So name is ABC, M1 3, it is integer, M2 4, 4.0, it has taken float, 4.0 F internally, and then 5.0 it is a double, and grade is 1 character A. This is the output. Using BufferedReader, we have taken the input. But here one more point which I need to make you understand, that is throws IO exception. Let's assume after reading one character, we want to read either a string or integer. In that case, read reads only one character, but new line is left over there. So, had it been, we want to take integer here after reading the character. So, how do we give? Name, that is string we give, 2 numbers we give, grade we give, and third number we are trying to give after the grade. Control K and execute the program in such a way we give name ABC, 2 numbers, after that a grade, and immediately here it is showing IO exception, that is number format exception, throws IO exception. Exception is thrown. Why? Because read and read line, I told you, may result in exception, abnormal errors. Why? Because read only one character and left that new line character in the buffer. And new line character can be read by read line, that is empty character, but integer dot parson cannot convert. So if it is a string read after a character, immediately empty string will be read. So here we need to give br.read. One more time we want to read, but not store anywhere. What are we reading? First character is actually stored in G, and then we read the new line character and do not store anywhere. So br.read usually read 2 times if there is any other input after reading one character. Now again, string should be given, 2 numbers, and then grade, and then one number. br.read used twice. First time we have stored the character, second time we have read the new line character and not storing anywhere else. So Control K and then execute the program again. Name, 2 numbers and a grade, and then another number. See, now it has accepted because of extra br.read. Name is equal to ABC, M1 is 1, M1 is read at the end, that is integer.parseInt. But while displaying, we have displayed first. So M1 is 3, that is last number. M2 is 1.0, M3 is 2.0, grade is A. This is how we take input using BufferedReader class. Let us see one more program, sum product. The problem statement is write a program to read 4 integers using BufferedReader class and display sum of the first 2 numbers and product of the last 2 numbers. So import java.io.asterisk sign sum product, public static void main, and throws IO exception. BufferedReader BR is equal to new BufferedReader new input stream reader system.in. Enter 4 numbers. 4 variables are declared. So here we want to write integer dot parse int br dot read line. So whatever is buffered is transferred to A. Now we want 4 numbers. So 4 br dot read lines, integer dot parse int br dot read line. Control V. This is B, C, and D. 4 numbers are accepted. After accepting 4 numbers, we need to display sum of first 2 numbers and product of last 2 numbers. So sum would be plus, we want A plus B. A plus B. This is in parentheses. So first of all, A plus B would be calculated and then sum is A plus B. Again, similarly, we want C multiplied by D. So, BODMAS. First of all, multiply and then print product. So, this is the program. Let's execute and see. So, enter 4 numbers. 4 numbers are entered. Sum is 3. First 2 numbers. 1 plus 2 is 3. Product is last 2 numbers. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. So, this is how we take the input using BufferedReader class. Let us see practice exercise here. Read radius and display area of circle. Take input using BufferedReader class. Read side value of a square and display area of square. Very simple programs, but input using BufferedReader class. Guess output. String D is equal to 5. String A is equal to 79. Int B is equal to integer dot percent D. 5 became integer and stored in B. Integer dot percent A, that is 79, became C, but it is int data type, B plus C. This is the guess output question. Okay, in the next video, we'll write some programs using BufferedReader class. Thank you.